This is a reoccurring. They took the war on terror and they turned it into a war on immigration. They see the war on terror and they turn it into a gun control issue. By turning this into a gun issue, Juan, you pay less attention to the real threat. This is not about mass shooting. This was an act of terrorism. It's saying it's a mass shooting tells America to worry less about perhaps the biggest, greatest threat to civilization, the threat that's going to affect your grandkids, Juan, long after you're gone. They may not make it because of this threat. This act splits the politics into two camps. You have one that screams for mass shootings. This is mass shootings. You have another that says Islamic terror. So let's do the math. Which is worse? A mass shooter, in the end, is self-limiting. They will shoot a lot of people. In the end, they either commit suicide or they're shot. It's finite. It's over until another one happens. However, a terrorist, when they create an act, it's to create a further act, to beget a greater terror, to get a mass movement, to create apocalypse.
To feed jihad.
The idea is that it is not self-limiting. Terrorism is not self-limiting, and it is expanding. So if you're doing math, if you're doing straight math, mass shootings, or you're talking about dozens of people, I'm talking about a factor of 10, a factor of 100. So I understand your concern over mass shootings, but the concern of mass death, the concern of radical Islam dwarfs that. This is a fight for our civilization. And every single time a leader turns it into something else, it screws us over.
I'm not turning it into something else. I'm willing to acknowledge, if it's proven that this was terror, that it was terror.
Obviously terror.
But here's the point to you. Hang on a second. But my point to you is, every day in America, we have many more people killed by guns than were killed yesterday. In fact, yesterday in Savannah, Georgia, someone was shot, 3 others killed.
Let me correct you on that. Let me correct you on that. According to John Lott, more people died in Paris shootings this year than the entire during the administration of the Obama administration. There were over 500 people maimed or murdered in Paris in the last year. Now, let me finish. Gun violence is declining dramatically over the last 2 decades. So this is the wrong battle. When you group everything under mass shootings, you are using gang violence, you are using homicides, you're using suicide, you're using accidents. That is different. That is different than a suicide cult, Juan. A suicide cult wants to destroy your life.
But let me just say that in my neighborhood, when people drive by and shoot and kill, right, you say, wait a second, how do they get these guns? Where do these guns come from?
Then why are you grouping it in with suicides?
I'm telling you, people who have guns, are you saying that you favor suicide? You think we should give out guns so people can shoot themselves?
Let me put it this way, Juan.
That is not what he said, and you know that.
I wish I was wrong on this, and I wish you were right, because I can deal with mass shootings. But the apocalyptic threat of radical Islam is so scary that our president can't even acknowledge it. You can't acknowledge it.
I acknowledge it to you. What is wrong? I acknowledge it. Couldn't do that.
When you wish you were wrong, you know you're right. Because the reality is so frightening you can't face it.